Rock Galactic Survivor is out and it's actually a great game, so we have to talk a bit about games like this, right? Vampire Survivors is one of the most, if not the most popular game along the bullet hell or reverse bullet hell or bullet heaven, I guess, genre, and there are a lot of games, including Rock Galactic, that are very similar or a bit similar to it. So let's jump into the list, and I would like to hear what your favorite game from this genre is, or which one from the list you like the most. And before we start, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date, and if you want to support my work, consider becoming a channel member. I also opened my new Discord server, so if you want to be up to date with my videos and new indie games, then consider joining. Here we have something rather interesting, as it is the only free title on this list. Yes, this game is free to play and may not be for everyone actually. This is a fun game featuring many VTubers from Hololive. This game describes itself as heavily inspired by Vampire Survivors and Magic Survival, so I guess there you have the answer why it is on this list. It looks fun, and it is actually fun, but you have to take into account that it is a very anime-focused topic. Even if you are not familiar with Hololive creators, as I actually am, then I guess you can try the game because it's a lot of fun and it's free, so why not, right? Next on the list is Nordic Ashes. This game has a very interesting graphical style that gives vibes from games like Don't Starve, for example. It is a Norse-inspired game where you unlock new weapons and abilities as you fight off hordes of monsters. Your job is to survive, basically. There is a lot going on in this game. You can design your own build so you can adjust your playstyle to your liking. You will explore 9 realms connected to Yggdrasil, known from Norse mythology, and slay enemies along the way. Because of the ability to create and design various builds, the replayability is great as you can actually try different things each time. This game is really fun and I guess very unique with its art style. This one is again a very unique entry on this list because of its topic. In this game we are going back to the good old times where the zombie apocalypse was the most popular apocalyptic scenario. Yes, this game is about zombies, but this time, instead of hiding in our hideouts, we are getting out to kick some rotten asses. As always, we are able to choose from various skills and upgrade as we fight and level up, but there's a twist. We can control not one, but the whole squad of characters. We will be able to upgrade our characters with permanent upgrades, so there is actually something that we keep even if we complete our objective. There are a lot of items, characters, skills and builds to discover, and who doesn't like the good old zombie smacking, huh? So now we have a game that is very interesting. I must say that I really like the graphical style. It is very simple and, I don't know, clean. Anyways, this game is what you would describe with a few terms or put in a few genres. There is this bullet hell aspect, or reverse bullet hell, or bullet heaven, where we have to fight and survive hordes of monsters and of course defeat them, and we are actually able to aim by ourselves. On the other hand, there is a big RPG aspect where we have this massive skill tree that we are able to upgrade and at some point make ourselves literal gods. Apart from that, we can craft our own equipment and upgrade it to push our character even further. And talking about characters, there are 14 playable characters with many to come. There is a lot going on in this game. There is this classic experience, various characters to choose and play as, a massive skill tree, crafting and upgrading, hundreds of passive skills and runes, and so on. There is a lot to do and a lot to grind, so if you want something that is a bit more, let's say, engaging, then I guess this is the title for you. Death Must Die is yet another game that looks amazing. This one gives me vibes from Hades in terms of graphical aspects and the general topic of the game. And in this game we are playing as the heroes who are trying to defeat death. With the help of gods, we are chopping through hordes of death's minions to stand face to face with the god of the dead himself. This game is overall very good. There are lots of skills to choose from that we are getting from the gods. The equipment system looks and feels actually really good. I love RPG aspects, especially when I can throw some armor on myself, even compare it to some other items, to choose something better. And I don't know, I really like things like this, and of course the graphic style. I love the pixel art, really, it looks amazing. 20 Minutes Till Dawn is yet another classical experience where we fight hordes of monsters and try to survive, of course. This time we must do it on our own, so this may not be exactly what you are looking for, but I thought this is actually a very good game and is kind of similar to Vampire Survivors. It is a very casual game, so it's not actually that hard. There are a lot of builds to try out and a progression system where we are able to upgrade our characters between runs, and we keep the upgrades, so with each one we are getting stronger and stronger. It's a fun little game where we have to aim by ourselves, so there is this slight difference and inconvenience. Apart from that, it is actually a great game, but there is one problem, and it is that we sometimes are not able to see what is happening on the screen because of this very strict color palette. But I guess it might be on my side. I found it sometimes difficult to see what is happening. Halls of Torment is something that you just must try if you are a 90s kid. In this experience, we are able to choose from many characters and jump into the Halls of Torment to fight terrifying monsters. As we level up, we are able to choose new traits that strengthen our character. We can also gather equipment and stack up on blessings that will help us on our journey. There is a lot to do in this game, a lot of upgrades to use, achievements to collect and unlocks to gather. Now, what is the most important trait for me is the graphical style. It is so good and so nostalgic, it brings back so many memories. It is a good game and is, in my opinion, the closest to the Vampire Survivors experience on this list. Now a game that you probably already know. Brotato is something that was very popular at some point and it's still one of the best games in the genre. In this game we are playing as Brotato, as the title suggests. We have to survive and fight hordes of monsters as we wait for rescue from our mates. We are able to choose from various items as we level up, from armors and gadgets to up to 6 weapons, upgrade them and smack some aliens with them. There are dozens of different characters to choose from and we are able to tweak the game to make it as easy or as hard as we like. This game, at first sight, may not look like something special, but trust me, its graphical style is something and it feels so good to just dive into some runs and chill. Try it out, trust me, it's a great game. Now, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is something that I was not expecting to be this good. This is your good old Deep Rock Galactic with greedy dwarves, but with a twist. Our job is to mine deeper and deeper to find the valuable minerals and fight bugs. In each run, we are descending to different areas with different objectives, and of course, the further we go, the more challenging our runs get. We can unlock and play with 4 classes with different playstyles, weapons and abilities, and apart from killing bugs, we have to mine. We are dwarves after all. We can use the minerals to buy upgrades as we level up or bring some with us to unlock powerful upgrades for our dwarves. This is a great game. I had a blast playing Deep Rock Galactic and I loved this one too. It is very challenging at some points, but also a very relaxing experience. It just feels good to smack some bugs and rocks, and the turrets are the best, trust me. And before we jump to the number 1, I prepared some bonus games for you. And last but not least, of course, the game that made me create this list, Vampire Survivors, the cherry on top. This game introduced a lot of people, including myself, to this genre. I think there is not much to say about this game, as you probably already know it, and maybe seeking something similar. However, I thought it would be unfair not to mention this masterpiece and perhaps introduce it to people who are not familiar with the game. In Vampire Survivors, we play as one of many characters fighting hordes of monsters while trying to survive. We grow stronger with every level, while enemies increase in number with every passing second. With its very minimalistic but great graphical style, numerous achievements to collect and unlock to obtain, Vampire Survivors is a game you should definitely try and let it suck you in. And that's everything that I've prepared for you today. I hope you liked this video and found some great new games to play, and tell me which one from the list you liked the most. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.